What if I told you there's an air pistol so powerful, it can match the muzzle energy of a .22 LR firearm? This isn't just another backyard plinker. Stay with us, because what you're about to see will completely change how you think about air guns. Meet the Huben GK1, a revolutionary PCP air pistol based on the tech of its bigger brother, the legendary Huben GK1 rifle. Compact, semi-automatic, and packing more punch than some firearms, this third-generation pistol is turning heads in the airgun world. In today's video, we'll dive into what makes the GK1 so unique, from its engineering, specs, and real-world performance to why enthusiasts are calling it a rifle in disguise. Let's talk design. The Huben GK1 is not your average air pistol. It's a feat of engineering. Crafted almost entirely from CNC machine metal, this thing feels like a precision instrument the moment you pick it up. And the grip? It's not just functional. It's made of hand-shaped walnut, offering a secure, ergonomic hold and a touch of class. Despite housing the kind of power usually reserved for rifles, the GK1 weighs just around 2.5 pounds, and its compact length of under 13 inches makes it feel agile and ever bulky. But here's where things get interesting. Inside this compact beast is an 85 cubic centimeter air cylinder, pressurized up to 350 bar. That's over 5,000 psi. And yes, it's all built into the frame. There's no removable tank, no external magazine. Everything is integrated. That's less clutter, more reliability. Why does that matter? Because less moving parts means fewer failure points, and when you're pushing this kind of pressure, that's crucial. Let's move on to what truly sets the GK1 apart. Its semi-automatic action. You pull the trigger, bang, again bang. No pumping, no cocking. Just smooth, rapid fire like a real firearm. This isn't a gimmick. It's built on the same valve tech as the K1 rifle, optimized for pistol form. And here's where it gets wild. You get up to 19 shots per magazine in .177 and .22 calibers, and 17 in .25 caliber. Let that sink in. 17.2 5 caliber shots, semi-auto, in a pistol. But what does that mean for real-world power? Well, the .177 can hit up to 984 feet per second, with energy reaching 39 joules. The .25? We're talking about over 100 joules, approaching firearm-level ballistics. To put that in perspective, a standard .22 LR round produces around 115 joules, and the GK1 is right behind it without powder. This is why enthusiasts are calling it the smallest rifle you'll ever hold. And we're just getting started. Alright, so the GK1 hits hard, but here's where things get really impressive. You can manually adjust its power output in the fly, with just a twist of a screw inside the grip. Turn it counterclockwise to increase power, clockwise to reduce it. Simple. But this feature is far from just nice to have. This level of control allows you to fine-tune the pistol for different scenarios, like saving air for backyard plinking, or cranking it up for max energy and outdoor pest control. But caution, that screw doesn't have a stop. Overdo it, and you could push the valve too far. Huben recommends no more than 2 full turns. Beyond that, you're entering mad scientist territory. And speaking of consistency, here's a critical point: regulation. By default, the GK1 is unregulated, meaning its shot power will slowly decline as the air pressure drops. But thanks to its smart valve design, it manages to maintain a surprisingly stable output even as the tank depletes. That's something most unregulated PCPs struggle with. However, if you want laser-like consistency, there's a regulated version developed by Wolfiek, group specially tuned for ultra-tight velocity spreads. This is particularly useful in countries with strict energy limits like the UK, where staying below 6 foot-pounds is mandatory. Bottom line, whether you choose regulated or not, you're still getting performance that's elite tier. Now let's talk autonomy. How many shots do you get per fill? Well, that depends on your setup, but on average, in .22 caliber, you can expect 30 to 40 solid shots per 350 bars, fill assuming medium power settings. Push it to the limit though, and your shot count will drop, but your impact? Off the charts. Some users report getting 45 shots in .25 cal before seeing real velocity drop. That's impressive, considering the GK1 is squeezing that performance from just an 85cc tank. But listen to this, air management is critical. Drop below 150 bar and you risk misfires or total air dump. Use heavier slugs? You'll want to refill above 180 to keep things smooth. Want maximum consistency for hunting or competition? Stick above 220 bar. That's your safe zone. And don't forget, this pistol shoots both pellets and slugs. Just make sure you use the right sizes. For .22 caliber, .223 or .224 inch slugs. For .25 caliber, .253 or .254 inch. Get that wrong, and you might jam or damage your barrel. This pistol isn't a toy, it's a precision air weapon, and it rewards shooters who treat it as such. You'd expect a gun with this much power to be hard to control, but here's the surprise. The GK1 is also shockingly accurate, like almost unfair. In the hands of a skilled shooter, it can punch tight groups at 20 to 30 yards using iron sights alone. One user shot 34 rounds to a full Magcento, 3 tiny clusters using Huben-specific Zan slugs. That's rifle-like accuracy from a pistol. And of course, if you want more precision, the GK1 is ready for optics. It comes with an 11mm dovetail rail, perfect for red dots or compact pistol scopes. You can also buy threaded adapters to add suppressors, which we'll get into soon because, yes, this beast is loud. The front and rear iron sights are fully adjustable, but let's be real. For maximum range and accuracy, a red dot makes this pistol even more surgical. Whether it's competition, target shooting, or even pest control, this airgun punches above its class. So, what do actual owners of the Huben GK1 think? Let's break down the community's verdict. First, the praise, because there's a lot of it. Power. Almost every review highlights just how hard this pistol hits. People consistently compare its performance to rifles, not other pistols. Then there's the semi-auto action, lightning fast, smooth, and insanely fun. One user bragged about unloading 19 rounds in under 3 seconds. And we believe them. And let's not forget accuracy. Even with open sights, shooters report groups the size of a coin at 20 yards. That's nearly unheard of for a pistol with this kind of power. Also, users love the build quality metal CNC construction, solid tolerances, and that gorgeous walnut grip. It just feels premium. But it's not all perfect. One consistent complaint? Noise. This gun is loud. Even at low power, it barks. So a suppressor? Not optional, mandatory if you value your hearing or have neighbors. Another thing, the non-removable magazine. It works fine, but loading it can feel clunky, especially at first. Third-party upgrades like 3D printed loading gates can really help. And of course, price. This is a premium airgun. With a retail tag floating between $1,200 and $1,500, the GK1 is an investment, not a casual plinker. That said, most users say the same thing. It's worth it. Let's see how the Huben GK1 stacks up against some of its closest rivals. First up, the Evanix Viper. Both are semi-auto PCP pistols, but here's the deal. The GK1 wins on power by a mile. With up to 75 to 108 joules, it leaves the Viper in the dust. It also delivers more shots per fill, thanks to its 350 bar fill pressure versus the Viper's 250. The Viper, however, has removable magazines, which some users find more convenient. And it's ergonomically closer to a real firearm, with a slimmer profile. Next up, the Hudson Sortie. At just under $300, the Sortie is a fraction of the GK1's price. But you get what you pay for. Less power, less precision, more plastic. It's fun for casual backyard shooting, but it's not in the same league. In contrast, the GK1 delivers rifle-grade ballistics in pistol form, and that's a rare feat. Other semi-auto contenders, models like the AGT, Mantle, or Wayrock, HW44 perform well, but still don't come close to the raw power and air efficiency that the GK1 brings. Bottom line, the GK1 sits in a class of its own. If you're thinking about getting a Huben GK1, there are a few essential upgrades that'll elevate your experience. Number 1. A suppressor. Trust us, this pistol is loud. A Donnie Fell or similar model with a 1/2 20 UNF adapter makes a world of difference. Second, optics. Even though the GK1 comes with adjustable iron sights, mounting a red dot or compact pistol scope will massively boost your speed and precision. You can use the built-in 11mm dovetail rail or add an RMR rear sight mount for more options. Third, the 3D printed quick load gate. This nifty little mod makes reloading faster and smoother, especially when dealing with those tight magazine tolerances. Fourth, a custom holster. If you plan on carrying the GK1 in the field, grab a molded ambidextrous holster with trigger guard lock. It's safer and more practical. Last but not least, a spare parts and seal kit. The GK1 is precise, but it's also complex. Having O-rings and springs on hand can save you headaches down the line. These upgrades aren't just nice, they're game changers. They unlock the full potential of what the GK1 was built to deliver. So what have we learned about the Huben GK1? This isn't just a powerful air pistol. It's a statement piece in the world of high-performance shooting. With its rifle-grade energy, precision, machined build, and true semi-automatic fire, the GK1 redefines what we thought was possible from a pistol format. From adjustable power that can literally hit like a .22 LR, to groupings that rival match-grade rifles, and the ability to dump an entire mag in seconds, this Airgun doesn't just keep up with the competition, it leaves them behind. Yes, it's premium. Yes, it demands respect. But if you're an enthusiast who values performance, control, and next-level shooting fun, the GK1 might just be the ultimate air pistol. So now it's your turn. Would you trust your shooting skill to something this powerful? What version would you choose? V3, regulated, or the V3 Plus? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more elite tier airgun content, and check out our next video where we pit the GK1 against a suppressed .22 LR on the range. Until next, time shoot straight, stay sharp, and respect the pressure.